What content do you kind of like take? Like, what are you putting in your head on like the day-to-day basis?
Honestly, bro, the stupid shit, bro.
It's really hard because everything's based off comparison. Like, you don't know what other people's real lives are like. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah, like
it's,
you might see a person, but you don't actually know what
exactly.
how their life plays out every single day. Like we see people pass by and it's like, oh, there's just people too. But like, what are they doing?
Mm-hmm.
What do they do for a career? Or why are they here right now? Or, you know, it's kind of crazy to think about though.
For sure.
We pass by a lot of people every single day,
Yep.
and we don't know like anything. Like,
We don't know anything.
but then again, we try to compare ourselves to other people. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Which is, I don't think it's a good thing. I don't know how you feel about that, but
I think comparison is good.
to other people,
Yes. I think that envy, so like wanting what someone else has, is not good in that way. But I think that comparing yourself to someone else to see like, it's kind of like a check on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because like if you grow up in a demographic or like an area that's not very positive, that is the only people that you have to compare yourself with, right? But then if you look at like the top 1%ers of whatever field, or if you look at someone that you view as successful and then you compare yourself to them, that's just a building block of how to get there. You know what I mean? Like, that's not a bad thing. Like, is getting better bad?
no, it's not.
So,
I just think comparing yourself to somebody else is. I don't know. I just feel weird about it because like you're your own person, bro. Like you have your own destiny, so like it's different from somebody else's. You know what I'm saying? So how are you gonna compare yourself? You guys are not the same. Like, in any aspect, DNA wise, anything. Like you guys are not the same. So like, how does one compare themselves to another person? You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's their own individual. So like they should be able to, you know, I'm my own person. He's their own person. This is how he did it. I mean, of course, like you can study the greats. You know what I'm saying? Like you can study them to make sure, like, or not to make sure, but you can study them to see how they did it. But it might not work for you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but that is still a part of comparing, right? Like, you're looking at them, and then obviously you're thinking, they're here, I'm here, and if I want to get close to there, like, what's the path to get there? That's why, like, I don't view comparing as bad. Honestly, I think that the only reason that I am where I am is because of comparison. Like, I look at, like, Alex Hormozy and, like, Gary Vaynerchuk, and, like, I look at all these guys that are, like, top business guys that haven't been around for a super long time. Like, I'm not looking at Warren Buffett. I'm not looking... Although, that is also a comparison that I could very well make if that was the path I wanted to go to. But I think comparison is solid. Like, anyone that wants to go to the NBA, or anyone that wants to be, like, in the NFL, or anyone who wants to fight for the UFC, like, you want those things because of what you see. Same for, like, the goals that you strive to. This kind of goes back to that limiting belief that we were talking about. But, like, how can you possibly set a goal if you can't even view yourself in it? Like, for me, for example, like, I can't imagine myself writing a book. At least I couldn't in the past. Like, as far as having a book, being an author, unimaginable. Just not something that I viewed of myself. But I see other people that have done it. Tons of people have done it, which means it's possible. So what's the difference between me and them? They sat down and they wrote. Like, genuinely, that's it. And I think that's how it is for literally everything. Like, if someone's ever done it, that means you have the ability to do it.
1,000%.
So, but that's comparison. Because, like, you have nothing else to... It's easier to set goals like that. Like I said, that's where the envy, like, that's where the negative comes in. Like, if you're jealous of someone else's success, or if you want, like, their downfall because they're farther along than you, that's where I think comparison is a negative thing. But
most people most people that compare themselves are envious of like that person.
Yeah, maybe.
Like most people don't really have a positive outlook if you like in all reality, honestly, when they compare themselves to somebody else. But I mean, I don't know. I just feel weird about comparing myself to somebody. Like, I'm just me. Like, I'm gonna just be me. Like, whatever it is, it's life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm different than everybody else. Everybody's different than me. So, like, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, I want to be like that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to be me.
I get you. I mean, I definitely get that, and I think that's a very positive outlook. I still really appreciate that years ago I used a high bar to compare myself to, because that helped me set really high goals.
Right.
And I think that comparison is just a tool at the end of the day. Like, that's just what it is. Like, it's just something that you can use.
Right.
And if you use it the wrong way, it hurts you, right? Like, if you use a saw the wrong way, you lose a hand. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's crazy.
that's what comparison is, man. Like, it's really, it's that double-edged sword. Like, because at one point, it helps you set crazy high goals. Like, crazy high goals. Like, for example, like, when we talk about tax brackets, earlier today we were talking about making $500,000.
Yeah, on a salary, which is nuts.
Yeah, would you say is nuts? But, like, I'm looking for my company to get to, like, 100 million. And then beyond that, to the billion mark. And then beyond that. Because it's not necessarily the money, the salary that I'm looking for, but it's pushing towards one specific goal. And then meeting it, and then getting to the next one. But I think that I would only think of that as a goal because of who I compare myself to. Because I look at Gary Vee. Because I look at Alex Hormozi. Because I understand a little bit about Warren Buffett's past.
So, tell me about Gary Vee, bro. Did he grow up rich?
No. So Gary Vee, super, super interesting guy. So Gary Vee, he was born in Russia with his family.
Okay.
And he actually came here with them. I don't know a ton. I'm not like a historian on them. But basically what he did is he came here. His father opened up a liquor shop. And Gary ran it. Like, he ran it with his other family members, stuff like that. They were broke, and Gary's mom always made sure that, like, they were taken care of, and, like, they had a very positive upbringing. Like, the money wasn't the focus. And he grew up through that struggle, but he grew up in business. Like, all the stuff he did was entrepreneurship. When he was younger, like, he was that kid, like, at the lemonade stand, and, like, stuff like that. Like selling trash bags, taking out trash, doing lawns. Like, I don't know the specific positions and the specific jobs that he did back then. Because, like I said, not a historian, but that's like the come up that he had.
Okay.
And then up until like 30 years old, like, he was working there, like at a wine store. And then he ended up actually being one of the first guys to do online, like, wine selling and like wine tastings and stuff like that. And actually use the internet. Because back then, the internet is not how we view it now.
Right.
Like, it was a risk. Like, for businesses to put themselves onto the internet was a risk. And he was one of the first people to be like, that's the future. That's what we need to go to. And so from there, like, he's never stopped. He just continues pushing forward. And the dude is, I'm sure, very well off. I don't know his specific, like, net cap or anything, but like, he's doing very well. I'm not as focused on the money side as far as what he's doing, but his story, I think, is really, really interesting. And personally, I think that I relate a lot to it. My family came from Cuba. I was the first person in my family born here in the U.S. And although my background was not in entrepreneurship, none of my family are entrepreneurs, except for my dad, who's in prison, which I didn't know about him until I was 20. So, like, I don't necessarily count him as, like, any type of inspiration, because I didn't even know he existed. You know what I mean? But, yeah, like, comparison helps. Like, that's how I'm able to view where I am versus where I may want to be, and then kind of just make your plan and then move forward to get to it.
Okay. Gary Vee.
Gary Vee, man, I am all about him. Him and Alex Hormozi are, like, my two big guys that, like, I really, really enjoy. I mean, Modern Wisdom, huge fan on that podcast. I like Joe Rogan. Like, and when we go into, like, the content, because I know that was another discussion that we had, what content do you kind of, like, take? Like, what are you putting in your head on, like, the day-to-day basis?
Honestly, bro, the stupid shit, bro. like constant that stream and shit, like watching Drewski disrespect the kid on stream and shit, like the dumb shit that really just is like brain rot for real.
Okay.
But like, I would listen sometimes Myron Gaines, sometimes here and there, just to see what he's talking about. But he's very like cutthroat. Honestly, I don't sit and listen to and watch a lot of that. Honestly, I might pass by it, but I really don't put anything in my brain besides football.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's football season right now. Honestly, yeah, that's about it. Like, I mean, I'll like watch clips of like Kai stream or whatever because he's in his subathon, whatever. I think he has like the most subscribers now of all time on Twitch. But like, I might like see clips from that shit. That shit is that shit is funny. But he does bring on like other celebrities and influencers on there. I mean, they give motivational speeches and stuff like that. And he's always positive. So I mean, yes, he does some dumb shit on his streams, but like he does still send a positive message. So like, yeah, that's pretty much it.
For sure. I mean, in general, Kai Cenat, like, he is a business guy.
Oh, 1,000%.
Like, he took his popularity and his kind of network and found a way to monetize it and then grind it. Like, he's actually one of those guys that, like you just grind. Like, Mr. Beast. Like,
straight grind, bro, for years,
yeah.
bro, years.
And the hardest part is the beginning because you have zero recognition. Like, you might have a few subscribers, you might have whatever, but, like, it's the constant grind. So 100%, like, those are good things to, like, pay attention to. I mean, obviously it depends on, like, how much, but I like the story, though.
No, for sure. The story, yeah, straight grinder, bro. Kai started off, I think, YouTube, and then, like, he just kept getting popular, and then, like, streaming became a thing. Even though streaming was a thing, though, little do we know when we were, like, growing up, because iCarly was the first ever stream in reality, because they used to stream on the internet, but it was a TV show about streaming.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever seen iCarly.
Yeah, I saw iCarly.
Yeah, so like,
okay.
that was already streaming before streaming was a thing.
Okay. Yeah.
But he actually did, I don't know if you've seen any of the clips, but he did a stream with Carly. We were at Cosgrove. Like,
yeah, I didn't watch it. I think I saw a clip of it.
Yeah, like, so that was pretty. I thought it was pretty fucking cool. Like, okay, Kai, a streamer versus like a streamer, but like before streaming was a thing.
Yeah,
it's kind of that was kind of dope.
For sure. I mean, he gets some big names though, right?
No,
like,
yeah,
I've seen,
bro had like
Snoop Dogg, Kevin Hart.
Yeah, Kevin
right?
Hart,
like,
Drewski, like he had Kyrie Irving on the other day. He had Bryce James, LeBron James' son on there. I think that is like Thanksgiving stream dinner.
Okay.
Yeah, he gets some big names to pop up on there, honestly. Which is, I mean, it's good for their career too, low key, because like it just opens doors up for them too for some of their.
I mean, opens doors for
like,
Snoop Dogg and Kevin Hart.
Well, those are already established people.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like I'm sure like Sexy Red was on there. I
don't know.
She's a female rapper. She's actually from St. Louis.
Oh, okay.
She's a female rapper. She was on there. I'm sure like after she left, at least 20% of his stream went to go stream her music. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay. Yeah.
Like, it's good marketing.
No, for sure. I definitely don't doubt that. I think it depends on the person.
Yeah, not Snoop Dogg and like Kevin Hart, who are like very established people. You know what I'm saying? If anything, they bring more people to Kai.
Yes.
Honestly,
I mean,
they've been around longer, and they already have their own fan base and everything like that.
Yeah. No, I definitely get that. I think there is certainly a balance because maybe Kai's demographic doesn't know Snoop or Kevin Hart,
right?
Or like maybe they do, but like they've never like given them like a chance because they were outside of like that range. So I definitely get on both ends. It could certainly be positive.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
bro, it would be crazy to see if to look at like Kai's, like who his top audience is, like age wise.
Yeah,
And
as far as, like,
the
their
analyticals, demographics of like who watches the streams. Like, is it 12 to 18, or is it 18 to 25, or is it 25 to 35? Like, you know what I'm saying, or older. Like, it'd be interesting to see like who's watching the streams.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree.
I wonder
with
if there's any kind of like way I can research, and then next time, be like, yo, these are facts, bro.
No, I'm sure it's out there. Like, I mean, like him, Mr. Beast, big ones like that. Like, I'm pretty sure that most of their analytics are public information.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, maybe some of it is considered private, but going back to the people that he had on there, that's actually a form of affiliate marketing.
Yeah.
So where you get like influencers or people that like already have a large following,
Right.
and then you can either hire them or bring them on board, or some sort of like quid pro quo there, where like they're receiving something and then you're receiving like their eyes, like the people they bring with you. So that's actually something that I might want to do here. So we'll see different ideas for that.
No, for sure. Yeah, Kai's cool though.
Yeah,
I fuck with his streams for real.
yeah.
It's funny.
You
gotta watch one of his.
Yeah. I mean, we've had a conversation about time there, but like,
Yeah,
I
bro,
do not
like,
have a lot of
you when you're working or whatever it may be, just pop that shit up on the other screen, bro. Just like listen to it, but like just glance over a little bit. And it's kind of interesting, bro. Like the stupid shit that just happens on that shit is so funny, bro.
I got you.
It's like, how the fuck did he come up with this stuff, dude?
I'll give it a shot sometime.
You should, dude.
Most of the time when I'm working, I actually don't have any music on anymore. Like, I used to do lo-fi, and like that was it because it had no words, and like that was what I would listen to. Lately, dude, like I can't. Like, I have no music. I put on like
no music,
like headphones, and I'm just working, and that's it.
I get it, dude. Sometimes working with music is kind of hard for real. Like trying to stay focused and stay on task.
Yeah,
well, that's a distraction, kind of.
For sure, I definitely.
You're trying to sing the song, but you're trying to like type some shit. Like.
Yeah. It depends. Like if it's writing or like something where I have to like really use my brain, then no music. But if it's something like making pizzas or like hanging out, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's like active work, like when I go outside and do like the lawn and stuff.
Yeah, you can do some music, bro.
I love music.
Yeah.
So I think it really just depends. When I used to work at UPS, I would love listening to music. Wasn't allowed to most of the time. I was a supervisor there, but love listening to music.
No, for sure. Shoot. Yeah, dude. I need Michigan. I need Michigan to pull up the dub on Saturday, bro.
Yeah. So who are they playing?
They're playing Ohio State.
Okay. And then is this?
This is for Penn State to either get in for the Big Ten championship if Michigan wins. I mean, if Ohio State wins, then I mean we'll just be going to the playoffs. But we also need to beat Maryland, which I don't think is going to be an issue. Right now, I think the spread is like 34 points of us beating them 34. More than 34 points.
Okay.
Basically, so blowout. But I don't know the spread of the Michigan game, Michigan Ohio State game. But you Michigan peoples, we need you.
So, and you specifically want them to win because you want to go there for the
so I need Michigan to win and Penn State to win so that I can go to the Big Ten championship where Penn State would play Oregon. And then I'd be going to the college football playoff the week after, probably in Happy Valley. So, yeah. It's getting down to crunch time, almost national championship time.
Okay. And so you watch a lot of football.
A lot.
How do you watch it? Like, do you watch it specifically on TV? Is it like your phone? Like, what's
any phone, TV,
do you, like, read
iPad?
on Reddit? Yeah, but like what? Like, are you watching like the full game on NFL?
When I have a chance to, I'd like to watch the full games. Usually on TV. I usually have like 3 or 4 games going at a time.
Okay, so like you are red zone then? Huh? Like,
yeah, like I'm in that
through?
mode. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I usually have about 3 or 4 games going on at a time. That's it, dude. Yeah.
Are you into like the betting? Like, are you into like the DraftKings and yeah?
Hell yeah. That's why I got them games on.
That's why.
Yeah, motherfuckers be fucking up the parlays and shit all the time. Dude. But I know people don't play do not give a fuck, which I understand. Like, at the end of the day, as long as they win, and because winning is the ultimate goal. As long as they win, then like, who cares about the stats for real? You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people take that sports betting shit serious.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, when I worked over at DraftKings over there, like at Casino Queen, bro, it was, you'd go through there and like it was wild. People were going buck wild over there.
I believe it, dude. People probably putting down big money.
Yeah.
On games.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun though. Like as far as watching them, I didn't do it. I actually wasn't allowed to. So if you work there, they don't let you gamble at all. Even though I was like an HR, so like had nothing to do with the actual sports betting. But they were like, nope.
Not even FanDuel?
No. And you can't even use the app. So like I wasn't allowed to use DraftKings app because I worked at a casino.
Dang, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, have you been there? Oh, it's over down in East St. Louis.
Queen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually really nice. It's, you know.
No, yeah, it is.
I enjoyed it.
For sure. Shoot, there's this one, speaking of sports, bro, there's this one, I forgot what it's called, bro, but it was this NBA ref used to fix the games, bro. Mm-hmm. And college and NBA, it's on Netflix. It was like a documentary series of different like gamblers and shit, and like the referees would fix the game type shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bro, you gotta check that shit out. That shit's crazy how they used to just fix the games, bro.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, man.
Bro,
I'm
that
not
shit's
surprised
wild,
if there's
bro.
anywhere that corruption can be, like there will be. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, for sure. That shit is crazy. Just fixing the games. How, as a referee, the integrity of fixing games is like you should not be doing that.
No, for sure, but still,
like you should not be doing that at all.
They can get that come up. But
No,
see,
for real.
I wonder where like the payment came from. Like, did it come from? I mean, maybe I'd have to watch. But, like, did it come from the other? Was it like a mobster thing? Was it like the other team?
No,
thing?
it was like
okay,
it was like a
mobster
mobster.
thing?
They would pay them like, I don't know, $5,000 or some shit, or more than that.
Okay.
If they got it within like certain points, or if a team won, you like basically tell them who to fucking bet on.
Yeah.
And they would bet on it, and then they would just win. And it could spread too.
Yeah.
Like he would call unnecessary fouls so the one team would go to free throw line so they can cover the spread and shit. This shit's crazy, bro. That's why like people think like a lot of the sports nowadays is just like scripted and it's like rigged.
Yeah. I have heard that. I don't hear that a lot though. Like I feel like I'll hear that.
I can
after,
see it
like,
sometimes
a
with
specific
these
game.
questionable calls that they be making, bro. They make a lot of questionable calls.
So do you think it's more of the ref side, or do you think it's the player side?
I think it's the ref side.
Okay.
And like the league side.
All right, you guys heard it here.
I don't think it's the player side, bro. Because the players, they know, like they don't. Why would they do this for, entertain? I mean, it's entertainment, but like, why would they? Like, they go out there and play.
Yeah.
And it's kind of controlled in a way.
Yeah, for sure.
But
yeah. Speaking of playing, I was playing with Becca a little bit more. We started playing 2K a little more.
For real?
Yeah. I know that's a big game that you like.
Yeah, I love 2K. What team did you use?
Let's see. I played Golden State.
Okay.
Crushed her. And then I played the Magic.
Okay.
And she had LeBron, like LeBron's team, like the USA.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Still beat her. Not crushed, but I did beat her.
Love 2K. 2K is lit. Did you have fun playing it?
I did,
What did you think about it?
It was fun. I've played it before, but like...
Bro, honestly, bro, all the 2Ks are the fucking same, bro. Ronnie, if you're fucking listening, bro, you need to switch that shit up, bro. Like, you gotta figure out something to make it different.
Like what?
I don't know. Like, it's like, it's all the same, bro. Like, it's the same shit. Like, he has a whole team. They can figure it out.
Yeah,
like, he has a lot of brains.
It's tough though because
it is,
a
but
game like that, like it's like UFC, NBA.
All the sports games
NFL,
are usually the same, but
all
like
the
they
same.
need to add like a special feature or new features or something.
Like what?
I don't know.
You play it all the time.
I haven't gotten that far, but it's repetitive to the point where it's like, bro, this shit is the same shit as last year. Why the fuck am I going to spend $70 on the same game just because it's new?
But you do though, don't you?
I don't. I haven't bought 2K since 2K 2022.
Okay.
It was the last 2K I got.
I don't know which one we have. 2K 20.
And the best 2K was, I think, 2K 2017. 2K17 was like the shit.
What made that one so good?
I don't know. It was just fire, bro.
Okay.
I haven't played it in so long to tell you what it made it so good, but it was fire as fuck.
Okay.
17 was the best, bro. And then after that, it just became repetitive. 2020 wasn't too bad. But yeah, I haven't gotten 2K since like 21, 22. I don't even remember, honestly.
I got you. But yeah, no, I don't have a lot of video games I can play with Zoe.
Yeah.
And the games that she likes to play are just, they kill me inside.
Really?
Like, they're just so repetitive. Like, it's the same little mini game or the same whatever. Like, she likes Gang Beasts.
What the fuck is that?
It's, so, basically, you have an avatar in the game.
Okay.
And then they're, like, different colors and they wear different outfits or whatever. So you can have, like, a green cow or whatever. And then, basically, they either beat the crap out of each other, like this. Like, it's like they,
so you
like,
let your daughter play violent video games, father?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
crazy.
Yeah, she plays Horizon Zero Dawn. She's 8 years old.
Horizon Zero Dawn
She's
is
able to
8
play
years
it
old.
by herself. Like she's able.
I've
to,
seen her play that shit.
control it.
Actually,
She's
I remember she was playing some game.
Yeah.
and it was kind of violent. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay, all right.
no. She's a smart kid, and she like does a really good job. Like the puzzles and stuff like that. She needs a little bit of help in.
Yeah.
But like Link, like she played Legend of Zelda.
So if you're gonna let her play
whatever.
that, why don't you let her play Roblox?
It's because of the access to the internet. It's because of like the open world where like anyone can start chatting or anyone like she can read anyone's comments and stuff like that. That's what I
Yo,
don't
bro,
want.
yeah, because the Roblox shit.
Yeah.
like, some of the comments would be crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
and like that's not okay
It's
for
really not.
her. And I mean, like, hey, if you let your kids do it,
Bro,
I
there's a
don't
clip,
care.
bro. Yeah, I'm gonna send you this clip. There's a clip. I guess somebody posted something on Roblox, and Kim Kardashian's son like saw it and showed his mom, and yeah, it was not good. I think it had something to do with her sex tape or something. So like, he was like, "Mommy, look at this," and
That's
she was
crazy.
like, "Huh?"
But yeah,
And that's why.
That's what it's like. I mean, it's just. It's
So
just
why can they like block the internet access to it, or do they choose not to?
I don't know. I don't know what they did individually. I know that it's not as easy. Like, basically, if she plays it, like, she's gonna have access to people.
Okay.
And that's the thing that I don't want. Like, if it was a closed room, and, like, she could just do whatever, and, like, there would be no risk of, like, her talking to someone else, I'd probably let her play it. But it's the fact of, like, you know, not every 10-year-old kid that says they're 10 years old is 10 years old.
No, there's some weirdos.
Yeah, there's some weirdos out there. And obviously there's not a ton, or I don't want to say there's not a ton, but, you know, they're not everywhere. But at the same time, I don't want to deal
Dog,
with
you're
that.
everywhere, dog.
Okay.
You gotta,
Even more
you gotta,
reason.
you gotta look over your shoulder and shit. Cause fuckers are
But-
weird.
But that's what it is, man. Like, I just don't want that connection. Basically, it's like this. When she's at home with us, like, we control the information she
Yeah, it's a
gets.
controlled environment,
Yeah, like,
as it should be.
and she's very intelligent, but I'll be honest, she's only intelligent because we make her intelligent. Like,
Right.
I'll be completely honest, like, she's a very average kid. And, like, smart, very, like, a pretty young lady. Like, she is a wonderful, wonderful girl. She's not that smart all the time. And she is hella emotional. Like, she's a normal kid, you know?
Right.
But when I control, like, her reading and, like, stuff like that, like, I can tell, like, it's improving.
Right.
Like, small improvements, but that's all it is, right? It's like small improvements until she's an adult, and at that point, completely on your own. Like, not on your own in the sense of, like, you can't call me or anything, but, like, you're going to make your own decisions.
Right.
You know, kind of like what we talked about, like, you're going to be your own person.
Right.
And even, like, when she goes out to, like, hang out with friends at, like, school or whatever, like, she's going to make her decisions.
Right.
Like, I can't control what she's going to do when I'm not there to control her.
Right.
So I have to just, like, be okay with
But then
that.
that comes back to being at home in a controlled environment. So she's gonna do what she was taught or most comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's probably not gonna be out of pocket or anything like that, because you know that shit not flying at home.
I mean, kids are out of pocket.
I mean, they
Like,
are.
kids
they
are out of
they
pocket.
can be out of
Kids go
pocket for
wild.
sure. But like, I'm sure, like, in the back of her mind, she's like, "Dad's gonna get me."
Maybe. I mean, she is a good kid though, and like she cares about people, and I think that's really, really nice. Like, I did not when I was young. I didn't care about anybody. Like, I was super like are we actually friends? Because, like, I don't think we're actually friends. Okay. And then I would just, like, leave. Like, I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I was a really weird kid. I was actually worried that I
Are
was...
we actually friends?
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm out.
Yeah. I don't know. I was always a pretty weird kid, so she is a much better kid than I was.
Well, that's good.
So I hope that she continues that path forward.
I think she will. She's a good kid. She's
Yep.
very respectful.
And Ella, 1 year old. We'll see how she goes.
I think she's gonna be even better.
Think so?
Yeah, for sure.
She's more of a bully, and
She's
also
tough.
tougher, yeah, than Zoe. But
She's
I think
tough.
it's just because Zoe like is rough with her.
Yeah.
And not to be mean, but just like she plays with her like a toy. Like she'll like pick her up or like put her on like a suitcase and start spinning the suitcase, like normal kid stuff. But you know, the baby will fall, and then she'll start crying, and then I'm just like, that's kid shit. And then Becca freaks out, and I'm just like, let him do kid shit.
No,
Like
for real.
they don't have a lot of chances. This is it.
No, for real, though.
That's the fun though. So when are you gonna start having kids, big dog? When are you gonna start popping them out?
I don't know, dude.
We talked about that very little bit earlier.
I do. My goal in life is just to be a dad, but it's the right time, bro.
No, I definitely get that. It's definitely not something to like force.
1,000%.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely got to let that one ride.
No, for real. When it happens, it happens.
Yep. But like you've said that before, though, that your goal was to be a dad. What's up with that?
This is my goal to be a dad, bro. I just want to be a dad.
How long have you wanted to be a dad?
My entire life.
Why? Like what?
Being a dad
like,
is
what
really
made-
cool, bro.
Okay.
Being able to raise someone and shape them into a person, to be a good person, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's pretty cool. I think people, like, don't give themselves enough credit for, you know, raising their kids, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just think it's, like, a job for them. No, bro, like, it's a pretty cool job. Like,
Yeah.
to see what you created go out into the world and be somebody that represents you, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah, I definitely get that. We just took Zoe to a party recently, and all the parents like loved Zoe, and I left early because I had to come here.
Yeah.
But Becca texted me later, and she was like, "All the parents want our numbers because they want to set up play dates because they like the way that like we parent, and they liked how Zoe behaved." So, yeah, and I was like, "All right, cool." And I told you like, I'm very young. Like we are very young compared to a lot of Zoe's parents.
Yeah.
Which I realized the last video, I said Zoe's friends are a lot older than me. I heard that afterwards, and it wasn't even me that noticed
Bro,
it.
that's so fucking close.
Becca noticed it, and she was like, "What do you mean?" I was like,
Bro,
"Bloopers!"
Yo, we were close, bro.
Yeah, no, for sure. For
It's
sure.
funny as fuck.
It was hilarious. But yeah, like we're very young parents compared to the other ones. That's because I mean we had kids at 20 years old.
Right.
That's a young time
It is.
to have kids. We talked about that too, where it's only young now. Like before, that wasn't
That's the
considered
norm,
that young.
bro.
Yeah, like
That
20
was the
years old
norm,
was
bro.
the norm. Yeah.
Like, people were having, like, 3 kids by, like, 24.
Yes, dude. They would like pop them out.
Pop them
Like,
out,
they were
pop them out, pop them out. And then, like, I don't know. Like, what happened, bro? I guess things got more expensive over time, bro. And
Yeah.
then, like, I guess, like, we've just evolved into, like, technology just, like, evolved, like, just way faster. So, like, the need for people kind of just, you know, went away. But we still need people, bro. And I feel like we're running into that problem now. Like, we're not producing as much as we should be.
Mm.
Which is going to later down the line, like, be a bad thing.
I got you. Do you think that has to do with the generations?
Yeah, it does.
So do you think that's?
I think it has to do with the families, bro. Like, just like, yo, we'll get into this next time.
What are you reading?
Bro, it's a
Like, this is too
bro,
tough.
This is a touchy subject, bro.
I'm ready to rip any Band-Aid, big dog.
No, bro. I don't know if you're ready for this one, dog. This was a little touchy. We're gonna cut this part. we'll go. We'll talk. We're gonna discuss this first, and how we're gonna go about it, and then we'll talk about it because this is really touchy.
Okay. That's funny because I actually don't find this that touchy.
It's touchy to some people, bro.
For sure, but in my opinion, this current generation, and I'm gonna say it, touchy about everything. Everything.
Yeah, everything's a pussy. Everything is pussy, bro. Like you can't. Never mind. See, this is why we can't get.
No, but like I agree though. Like people are very weak.
You can't say some of the words that you want to say.
Yes.
Nowadays, they all get offended and shit. Like,
yes.
If you don't grow some motherfucking balls, bro, like, if words really hurt you, I think like you have bigger issues than you actually think you have. Like, words are just words, bro.
I mean, to a certain extent, I definitely see hurt.
No, yeah, words can be very hurtful. It's just how you take it, for real.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I definitely think that it really comes down to, like, hard times create hard people. Hard people create easy times. Easy times create weak people. Like, that's really, like, how it is. And the generations before us slowly made things better.
Right.
But because they made things better, we had less things to, like, deal with.
Right.
Like right now, like if you don't go to the gym, you're probably not getting a good workout. You know what I'm saying? Like you're probably not physically active.
Right.
Like unless like you purposely like put yourself in a position to do something hard, life is not that hard. Depending on where you are in the world, life can be very easy and you have to actually make it harder for yourself. Otherwise you just get super complacent.
Yeah, and comfortable.
For sure.
Never want to do that, bro. You will never progress, bro, if you just stay complacent and comfortable. Yep. Like, you have to make yourself uncomfortable.
Yeah, no,
so you got to learn about yourself. You got to see what you can push yourself to the limit. See how far you can go. And then once you hit that wall, you hit the wall, but you got to go through the wall eventually. At some point in time, you got to go through it because life just keeps going on, bro. Life does not stop for nobody.
100%. And you did sports back in the day. Was it just football?
In high school, I played soccer, basketball, and football.
Okay.
And then middle school, I did track, football, and basketball. Yeah. I mean, that's just like football. Like, next play, bro. You're on a next play mentality, bro. You fucked up. You go back, you regroup, bro. The next play, because the game's still going, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you fucked up, but, like, the game's still going. You still got to play. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep moving. That's just, honestly, playing sports really helps people. I swear, bro. The athletes, bro, their athletes are a lot different than just normal, regular people. I would say this, as far as it makes, like, they just have a different mental about it. Because it's like, in athletics, you do go through adversity a lot, and anything that you do on the field, you can definitely translate it to life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so athletes definitely, like, they're special for real, because like you do go through a lot of adversity, and you're able to like overcome that adversity, and you can apply that into your regular life. Same thing in the military, bro. Like, the military makes people really strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can.
Yes.
It does try to prepare you to be mentally strong, and when you do face adversity, like, you can break that barrier. You know what I'm saying? Like, it tries to teach you that, but it's if you're receptive to it or not.
Yeah.
And that just goes for anything. If you're receptive to something, you at least try. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not, then, like, it is what it is. Like,
yeah. No, I definitely get that. The really interesting thing there is that I think one of the biggest takeaways from sports is that you lose. Like, you fail sometimes.
Yeah, bro, you're gonna lose, bro.
Yes.
Like, you can't win everything. That's what I'm saying. Like, and that's the reality of life, bro. Yeah. So we lost to this team. All right, next year comes around. We figured out what the fuck we did why we lost. We turned it around. We won. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the rewarding part of all sports, bro. The time that you put in, and you go out there and you see it just play out on the field is very fucking rewarding.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the work you put in, like, on your company, right? And 5 years from now, you made it. Like, you're going to look back and be like, damn, all that work I put in, bro, it paid off. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go to practice every day for the big game. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
And that's how like this is. I don't know. That's how I live life. Like every day, let's practice, and then when the big game comes, never too big for the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna show up and show off. We lose. We're gonna get up. We're gonna try that shit again. That's how it is. I don't know.
Yeah. No, dude, I like it. Like, I 100% agree with you. Like, that's really what it is, though. Like, it's, like, you fail, and then you get up, and then you do it again. That's one giant lesson, is how do you deal with failure? How do you deal with rejection? How do you deal with, like, just losing? And I feel like if you don't do sports, it's hard to find that.
Yes, bro. I recommend everybody. Please put your kid in some kind of sport so that they learn, not just, they'll learn a lot about themselves, about adversity, and how to... You know,
you know.
It's about that time.
I got you.
But yeah, you put your kid in sports. You know what I'm saying? It's good. It'll teach them a lot about themselves, and you know they get a group of friends. You know, teammates. You know what I'm saying? Hold each other accountable, just like holding anybody accountable. You know what I mean? So that everything gels together, comes together. Like, you gotta hold your teammates accountable. You gotta hold your employees accountable. Your employees gotta hold you accountable. Like, everybody gotta hold each other accountable, and that just makes a better society.
Dude, you're absolutely right, man. Like, there's so many lessons to be gained just from sports.
1,000%.
Yeah, like losing, a huge one. Accepting failure, a huge one. Another really big one is working without seeing an outcome. Like, you train for one game, and then you don't see any significant difference, right? Like, you don't get magically better after training for 1 week.
Nope.
But then the next week, you train, you have a game. You still don't see, like, any magical outcome. And then that you do for years until eventually... Yeah, exactly, like that consistency. And then eventually you realize, like, oh, I'm in a high school varsity, or, oh, I'm in college level. Like, you make that push, and you keep going for it. And I think that's a huge lesson. Like, how hard can you work without seeing an outcome? And I think that's probably one of the biggest problems right now with, like, people, just in general. It's tough. Like, it's tough. Like, I've said it during the entrepreneurship stuff. Like, it's really hard to work 12-hour days every day for 2 years, and then at the end of it be like, I'm not where I want to be.
Yeah, you didn't see no results.
Yeah. And
bro,
so
that's life, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That's life.
Fucking life, bro.
Get over it.
Yeah, bro. We're gonna keep pushing it, bro. Because at the end of the day, life's not gonna stop because you didn't hit your goal or you didn't see no results, bro. You got to keep going.
Yes.
Eventually, you're gonna see results.
Yep. No, exactly. But that's sports.
Yes, bro. Sports. You gonna let your daughters play sports? You're gonna try to?
They're already doing it. Yeah.
Oh,
so
shit.
Zoe's in gymnastics right now.
Perfect sport.
Yep.
Because you face a lot of adversity in gymnastics, bro.
Yep. She actually failed multiple times to get to the next level. So she's dealing with that right now. She actually quit it for a little while because I was like, you either show that you can do this and you really want to focus and try, or you're not going to do this. And she was like, all right, and then didn't put in all the effort. We pulled her out, and then like a few months later, she was like, I really want to do it again. And we were like, all right, so we put her back in, and significant improvement.
She wanted to do it.
She wanted to, yeah.
She wanted it this time. So when you want something, she went and got it.
Yep.
So she did.
So that's what we see. Like, we have a trampoline in the back. Like, I'll practice with her. And I do one thing, and she did tap and, like, dance as well, like, when she was younger. But, like, one thing that I'll do is I'll learn whatever move she needs to do, and then I'll practice it, so that way I can show her and, like, give her my own tips at home.
Right.
Yeah, so you got my fat ass doing, like, a crazy backflip and stuff, like, on the trampoline, and I'm like, see, it's not that hard! And I'm just, like, walking away, like, holding my back.
Old ass man.
Yeah, man. Yes, dude. I'd be 30 years old over here doing a backflip on this fucking trampoline.
Hey, she's probably gonna remember that, dude, and she's gonna love that for the rest of her life. But yeah, my dad used to do the gymnastic tricks with me on our trampoline.
Yep.
It's gonna be a core memory.
Her dance routine, she does like tap dance and stuff. Like, I learned the routine and I practiced with her. And when it came to the recital, she was the only kid that actually did it pretty well.
Cause you practice with her, bro.
Yep.
And that makes a difference too. Also, like with sports, like the people that you surround yourself, well, not surround yourself, but the people that you have at home, like your support system helps a lot too, especially when you do take that L. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
they're there to tell you, you know, it's going to be okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? They have words of encouragement, and they're there to encourage you, which goes a long way as well. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But sports just brings everybody together, bro. Like, to be honest, I think it does. But yeah,
No, I definitely agree with you, man. I mean, like, it's tough.
damn, bro. All
You
right,
good?
yeah, clip.